Why are we called Negroes? Why are we deaf, dumb, and blind? Why is everybody making progress, yet we seem to be lagging so far behind?
Head northwest.
Why are we mistreated? Why are we in this condition, stripped of our names, our language, our culture, our God, and our religion? Here in America, all of our religious training has been gotten by the preacher. He has told us of a heaven way up in the sky that we can't enjoy now, but rather after we die. But all of the years that we're living, for us there's nothing but hell, pain, torture, and misgiving. Yet the Bible speaks of a heaven filled with material luxury, which the white man and the preacher has right here, so we see. So my friend, take it for what it's worth. Your heaven and your hell is right here on this earth. So let's check back into history, which rewards all research and tells us plainly. Before the white man gained entry to the East, he was living in the caves of Europe, a ravenous beast, eating juniper roots and eating flesh raw, till God sent Moses to civilize him and teach him the law. Then, following Marco Polo, an explorer, he gained entry into Asia and Africa. From China, he took silk and gunpowder. From India, he took jute, manganese, and rubber. He raped Africa of her diamonds and her gold. From the Mideast, he took barrels of oil untold. Raping, robbing, and murdering everything in his path. The whole black world has tasted of the white man's wrath. So, my friend, it's not hard to tell. A white man's heaven is a black man's hell. Before we came to America, we were living in the East. By the Nile River, we were living in luxury, enjoying freedom, justice, and equality. We wore silken robes and slippers of gold. We were the wealthiest and the wisest people, I'm told. Now we are the poorest of the poor. Nobody wants us at their door. So, my friend, it's easy to tell. White man heaven, black man hell. When the white man came to America, he told the Indian, I am your white brother. He said, red man, I'll treat you the best. Yet and still he pushed the Indian further west with his white woman and firewater. With tricks and lies he stole America, the original owner of this nation is cooped up on a reservation. So, my friend, it's easy to tell. White man heaven, black man hell. He needed someone to work the land. His back was too weak. He needed your black man, so he commissioned Sir John Hawkins to commit the world's most grievous sin, to take a man who's born to be free and bring him down sell a man as merchandise. On his body put a price. Oh, my friend, it's easy to tell. White man heaven is black man hell. John Hawkins showed up in our country, telling us of a land filled with luxury. He said, black man, follow me to America. There you'll find more gold for your labor. Our foreparents were tricked on this boat. Since that time we've been wrestling with the gold. We landed here in Jamestown, Virginia. 400 years to suffer. So my friend, it's easy to tell. White man heaven is black man hell. When the slave master wanted to have some sport, he would heap on our parents' cruelty of the worst sort, burn them at stake and them on trees. His ears were deaf to our parents' plea. Though you were pregnant, black woman, you pull the plow like a horse, like a dog, even a cow. He filled your womb with his wicked seed. His half-white children you were made to breed. Oh, my friend, it's easy to tell. White man heaven is a black man hell. So-called Negro, open up your eyes. Black man everywhere is on the rise. He has kicked the white man out of Asia, and he's going fast out of Africa. With every ounce of strength and breath, cries, give us liberty or give us death. The whole black world has their eyes on you to see what the so-called Negro is going to do. So, my friend, it's easy to tell. Our unity will give the white man hell. God made a promise to Abraham. His seed would be a stranger in a foreign land. They would suffer and be afflicted but he would come, wipe away their tears. Our God and Savior, Allah has come. He has declared the white man's desire. He has given us a divine messenger, one prophesied to come. His name is Elijah. We now can stand up over the sun. Our God has come to give us heaven and take the devil into
We get so caught up in our personal problems. We get so caught up in all these other people that could come from around the world. We forget to point in the direction of who our true enemy is. This Black History Month should be focused on white history, which is as equally as important as black history. The Honorable Louis Farrakhan wrote a speech that Malcolm X presented. Brothers and sisters, I'm here to tell you that I charge the white man. I charge the white man with being the greatest murderer on earth. I charge the white man with being the greatest kidnapper on earth. There is no place in this world that man can go and say that he created peace and harmony. Everywhere he's gone, he's created havoc. Everywhere he's gone, he's created destruction. So I charge him. I charge him with being the greatest kidnapper on this earth. I charge him with being the greatest murderer on this earth. I charge him with being the greatest robber and enslaver on this earth. I charge the white man with being the greatest swine eater on this earth, the greatest drunkard on this earth. And he can't deny the charges. You can't deny the charges. We're the living proof of those charges. You and I are the proof. You're not an American. You are the victim of America. You didn't have a choice coming over here. He didn't say, black man, black woman, come over here and help me build America. He said, nigger, get down in the bottom of that boat. I'm coming over there to help you, to take you to help me build America. Being born here doesn't make you an American. I'm not an American. You are not an American. You are one of the 22 million, now 50 million black people who are the victim of America. You and I have never seen any democracy. We didn't see any democracy on the cotton fields of Georgia. Wasn't no democracy down there. We didn't see any democracy on the streets of Harlem or on the streets of Brooklyn or on the streets of Detroit or Chicago. Ain't no democracy down there. No, we've never seen any democracy. We've only seen hypocrisy. We don't live any American dream. We've only experienced the American nightmare as we get ready to wrestle with racism. We don't want you to forget who your true enemy is. In 2025, welcome to Wrestling with Racism, where we wrestle with racism every single day of our lives. If you are an American Negro and you are not subscribe to Rasslin with Racism, check out the other content. And if it hits you to the core, subscribe and share with every single American Negro that you know, whether they are wrestling fans or not. This is the final installment of our WWE Royal Rumble recap. As the Royal Rumble has entered the 30th participant has entered, and it is Jake Paul. So our official count for American Negroes in the WWE Royal Rumble 2025 for the men is officially two: Carmelo Hayes
Ended up being right.
and a streamer ISO Speed. Mike won. He said one or two. He said one or two, and he was correct. Um, Mike, you won.
Yeah.
You won nothing but heartbreak. I know that
What
was
is
your
the
answer,
heartbreak?
but that surely you can't be happy about that.
Nope.
So HBK, if the WWE is racist, why were there so many black women in the women's rumble? Well, at least more comparatively to the men.
Because they got themselves in a position to where Bianca Belair caught fire, so they gonna ride that motherfucking mule to represent all of black people. I think they found their token that they're satisfied with.
So the support and this push behind Bianca is not genuine. They don't actually have any plans to put her as a figure piece in the company.
Hell no. Oh damn, that didn't come out right. I got a cold. Hell no.
Logan
Has
Paul
white
just
folk
cuts.
ever in the history of the world been genuine to American Negroes?
But HBK, she was on the cover of the WWE 2K game that nobody played.
Did not say that she was a token Negro.
Yeah.
I thought that might have been the first thing that I said when I answered.
Yeah.
If
You
I
said
didn't,
it.
you got to excuse me. But I thought I swore I said she was a token. They could pull They could pull Bianca Belair out of her pocket whenever they want to.
You can't point to another Negro in the WWE that has a comparative level of success.
Booker T, he's a token. He can go out and make appearances.
I
You
mean,
know, Mark
in the last 10
Henry.
years, what American Negro have they
Oh,
positioned?
they only need one a generation. One a decade. That's sufficient enough. If you could get two, that's fine. You know what they say. One is great. Hey, fuck, nigga.
And
One
they
is
really hit
great.
pay dirt with Bianca.
Two, that's kind of you keep your eye on that one. Three is just all out fucking game.
And they hit pay dirt
And
with
four,
Bianca.
you
They
out your
really
damn
did.
mind.
One's the max quota.
Bianca really is the
The
best
max
wrestler.
quotas seem to be what they got now. So you got and I'm talking about melanated. You got Street Profits and B-Fab. That's three. Bianca and Jade and Naomi. That's six. And then the New Day. That's eight. And Our Truth. That's nine. And then there's somebody else. Carmelo. That's 10. The new quota is 10. Now look at the quota and what they got, and then look at the usage rate, and then you dividing that already. You know what I'm saying? So the quota could be 10, but the usage rate is going to be 4. That's not me making up no bullshit. The WWE TV could bear you witness. How many Mexicans were used in this Royal Rumble, Mike?
Let's see. You had Rey Mysterio Jr., Penta El Cero Miedo, Santos Escobar, Andrade El Idolo. What else? I think Seth Rollins might be Mexican.
Yeah, yeah,
I think he is as
yeah.
well.
He's a Hispanic. Yep, he's Cuban or some shit.
So if he is, I think that would be five if you count Seth Rollins.
Yeah, that's five. So that's one more
Oh
than
wait,
our.
six because Dom Mysterio.
Oh, six. Yeah. So that's six more than our usage rate.
Yeah. Well, let's see. You had ISO Speed and Carmelo Hayes, so four more.
No, I meant our usage rate on the regular. Our usage rate on the average. I said our quota is currently 10. Our usage rate is 4. I said they use one more Mexican in this Royal Rumble than our average usage rate on WWE television.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Honor, I can't hear you.
Whoever said point five or zero, they were kind of right because Show Speed isn't even a wrestler. They just found a random Negro to to eliminate him because he had no chance of winning. So
Yeah, I'm
they
not
took a
counting
spot
them.
from
I'm
someone on
not
the
counting
roster.
them. It was just to make Negroes look stupid.
But they took a spot from someone on a roster to give it to another Negro just to make Negroes look stupid.
Well, that's like when Drew Carey was in there. That was just, call it a great moment or whatever, and it was. But at the end of the day, I don't know. I'm salty. Kane racist ass. Look, this is where I'm at now. Kane racist ass should have won the 2001 Royal Rumble, and I always been salty about that. But Drew Carey took up a spot. That's the same fucking logic today. They always got somebody taking up a spot to where somebody could shine. And then again, when we sit up here and say that, American Negroes is not being utilized properly, an American Negro wrestler did not have an opportunity to show what they got. ISO Speed got his money and he about to get the fuck on to the next project. You know what I'm saying? No American Negro wrestler been able to shine and show what they got in this Royal Rumble. Not even for a few minutes, except for Carmelo Hayes. Our token, our
Yeah.
token jobber. You know,
Hayes was better off in NXT.
he was better off in NXT. He was better off in NXT. Not people. What I'm about to say. He was better off in NXT. Not
This is also why
making.
some
Listen,
wrestlers
listen,
rather
listen,
stay in
listen, listen.
NXT.
He was better off in NXT. Not making any money.
And creative. I'm talking creatively.
I know. I know.
Financially, he's better on the main roster.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
just saying you can't. Well, and that's just American Negroes can't have it all. We gotta shut up and be satisfied with whatever. Either we can shut up and be satisfied with the creative that we got here and not make no money, or we gotta shut up and be satisfied with being the bottom of the barrel nigger and make all the money in the world.
Pick your poison.
Pick your poison. Do you care
It's
about
pick
your
your
career
poison.
or do you care about feeding your family? So American and American Negroes look bad in the process at the end. So the wrestling is very much so rooted in white supremacy via anti-blackness. Would y'all believe that pro wrestling started? American Negroes is always a project. You gotta know, pro wrestling on paper started, around the Civil War, before or after or some shit like that, maybe during. You gotta know that we were the project. We get in there and beat the shit out of each other, hitting each other for real, while they operate ways to do it for fake. You know what I'm saying? They was already putting us in the chicken coops fighting each other. That was the beginning of professional wrestling. Do these headlocks and do this and flip over this way and do that and beat a nigger and entertain and da 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 and do all this. We were the project. And then they figure out how to soften it up all the way around so that they wouldn't get hurt, but they could still make it look good. And they could still make themselves look strong. You know what I'm saying? And powerful and larger
Yep.
than life. White supremacy.
The usual.
Now, this Samoan is the most popular person in the WWE right now. But white supremacy is about to win this Royal Rumble. Jay Uso is facing off with John Cena right now live as we speak. And white supremacy, 17-time WWE champion, is going to win
Yep, he's about to
once
get.
again. My childhood story is happening once again in front of my face instead of an American Negro.
Instead of a guy like Ahmed Johnson getting a chance,
I got somebody.
get
I
We
got somebody
we
that
get
that
two cosplayers.
I got somebody cosplaying, and his hair. No American Negro hair look like that unless they put some conch in their head. You know any American Negro who shit is not? I mean, I'm sorry, not who shit is straight like that, or you know,
You think he got a black barber though? I believe he got a black barber.
to cut his hair like that.
gotta be.
He
He
looked
go to a
like
black barber shop.
his hair looked like old girl for 227. The one lady, not the one, but the other
He got a
lady.
mullet, low key.
Yeah, he got a mullet. She had the
Yeah,
little mullet too. It was curled up,
yeah,
little
he got
curly
the ball.
mullet. He looked like, and it was red like that.
Five knuckle shuffle, and he's getting ready to probably eliminate him with the FU.
Yeah, white supremacy won the Royal Rumble tonight.
Knew it from the start.
And John Cena looked so old and sickly and dead.
He's off the roids.
He looked dead, like he died. I think he got cancer and shit. And I think that's why he going on this last little run. I hope John Cena get hurt tonight and fuck they whole plans up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That'd be the best ending to the night.
that'll be something.
What would Triple H do then?
Probably have Roman ring.
He should
Then
boring.
who wrestles for the title? Then who wrestles at the main event?
He should boring the whole game up and face Gunther. I mean, the All American white boy versus. Why would you want the All American American versus the All American white boy? John Cena is the whitest character in the history of wrestling. Like Stone Cold Steve Austin was a redneck. Hulk Hogan was the All American, real. Hulk Hogan was the real American, but John Cena somehow became even whiter than him. And
Yep.
this skin the cat shit, man.
What's whiter than a wigger?
What is whiter than the wigger?
That's a good question.
A Karen?
I don't know.
Karen's is pretty fucking white. Bob? No. Bob is white. Fuck that. You ain't never ran into no white man at the bank. This motherfucker walked up on me and my cousin. We was little as hell. He just walked up on us and picked up an apple. Was like, the apple a day keeps the doctor away. I'll never forget that. That is the whitest shit that ever happened to me in my life. That was just
Hell
random.
nah. Jay Uso just won the fucking Royal Rumble.
Wait, what?
Chad, why would you do that, man? That's crazy. Like, you know
No
we
way.
behind.
Ain't no way.
I thought we was all on the same page.
Oh shit! He actually did win.
Uh,
They actually had Jey Uso with the World Rumble.
this motherfucker marked out right in front of everybody. You just gonna mark out. Like,
This is funny shit.
a Samoan won the WWE Royal Rumble before an American Negro.
I ain't even react. I'm just sitting here. Like, what the fuck? I don't care. And why they hugging? Gay ass shit, man. Throw that nigga on this shit.
Bro, this shit's funny. Now, that's some funny shit. Jey Uso funny.
People in the crowd don't even believe that shit. There's a few people eating. They're like, oh, okay.
I think they're booing.
He don't even know how to celebrate. Like, where's the emotion? Like,
He's doing the whole John Cena talk with the word when he's doing the whole word life shit.
oh man, Seth Rollins, boy.
Bro.
Roman Reigns gotta take Seth Rollins out. He tried to kill you, my guy.
Didn't Yokozuna win the Royal Rumble before?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think so. Because
Yeah, because he wrestled Bret Hart at WrestleMania 9. And he beat Bret Hart. Or was it Bret Hart that won the Rumble in
That was Bret Hart that
'93
won the Royal
and
Rumble.
then challenged Yokozuna for the
Yeah, I
title?
think that was
Is
Bret
that when Hulk came
And
out
then,
and challenged Yokozuna?
yep.
Yeah.
And then he beat Yokozuna, and the crowd was like, "What the fuck?" Oh, yeah, yeah. That was all. That was when he was on his way out. And he was getting ready to head to WCW.
Because Hulk worked Brit. Hulk won or something like that. Like
Nah, what's wrong with an American Negro winning the Royal Rumble? Like, if they gonna end
Not
with
a damn
some,
thing.
if they gonna end,
That would
if
be
they gonna
awesome.
end with some, if they gonna end it with some hip hop music, and somebody that's doing hip hop gestures and shit, you know what I'm saying? Who is your favorite Samoan hip hop artist in the history of hip hop? Do y'all got one?
Rikishi.
Nope. I've never heard a Samoan rapper.
Chad, you said Rikishi. That's
I
your
was
guy.
joking, bro.
You
I
want
was
to joke
joking.
right now
Wait,
because an
Rikishi
American
did rap?
Negro just took your place.
He
An
he is
American, that's
fucking
funny to you, Chad.
lame. No, I'm just saying
You
Rikishi
want a
sucks as
Samoan
a
to take
rapper.
your ass out? Samoans
Hell
represent
no.
you, Chad. Owner. Who is your favorite Samoan artist?
Samoans make art.
I don't know.
I
Is
thought they
there
did.
no? Is there a Samoan painter that's fucking famous? You got a piece of Samoan art in your home?
I'm trying to think of like major Samoan contributions to civilization. Like,
I don't know. Pineapples on pizza.
I thought that was the Hawaiian.
roasted pig.
Chad, them your favorite people. What's up?
I don't know nothing about them niggas culture.
They niggas to you?
No, they're
Oh, you
cosplayers.
they are just all in your circle now. Huh?
I've never met a Samoan ever in my life.
Oh, you just
A
admire
Samoan
them
nigga.
niggas, them quote niggas from a distance, right?
Samoan nigga.
Yeah, you sure is wrestling with racism, ain't you? Mike, you seem pretty excited.
I was just laughing.
Jay Uso look bored as fuck. He look like he don't
I'm
care.
stupid.
The
I
fandom,
wasn't. I was just laughing at how hilariously bad this shit was.
the fandom came out you, huh?
Yeah, it was just hilariously bad.
So what was the point of him getting the world title match last week? If What was the point of him getting the world title match last week if he was gonna win the Royal Rumble this week? Why couldn't the American Negro receive a world title match?
And he lost handedly last week.
Because
He got it.
Triple H doesn't see color. He doesn't see a place for FBAs to be on top.
Do you want to see Jey Uso versus Gunther for the world title?
Nope.
Do you want to see Jey Uso versus Cody Rhodes for the WWE title?
Nope.
Do you want to see Jey Uso versus Kevin Owens for the WWE title?
Nope.
Do you want to see Jey Uso versus Carmelo Hayes for the WWE title?
Only if Carmelo wins.
Okay. Had to slip that in right quick. And it's crazy because I can only think of one person when it come down to a contender to be a world champion and shit like that. And he's not even a contender technically because he never fucking won anything in real life. You know, in the WWE, I should say. So, the state of American Negroes is terrible in the WWE. I mean, the Royal Rumble exposes it every time. You know, they depended on Bianca Belair um, and Naomi Color to get them through the first hour. And then hey, the Street Profits came back. We're going to see where this leads to. We're going to see the genuality of this and see where it leads to and how it ends up. See, you got to stay on their ass when they start something with American Negroes. We can't just take this for face value and say, hey, the Street Profits, they're going to be involved in the tag team title match and they're going to be champions at WrestleMania and they'll come backlash. You know what I'm saying? They down in the dust. So the Royal Rumble exposed a lot. Y'all not interested in doing anything with Jade Cargill. The WWE exposed a lot. Y'all not interested in doing anything with the New Day. The WWE exposed a lot. Y'all brought all these bitches from NXT down to the Royal Rumble, but y'all did not bring Trick Williams and y'all did not bring Obafemi.
They brought Trish Stratus back for what?
I didn't even know the bitch was in the match.
And I don't even think did they have any legends returns for the men's rumble? The legends are on the roster.
The
The legends.
WWE exposed, for my co-host, y'all could fuck up some sound bites. What if I wanted to put what I was saying on TikTok or something? Thank you, owner, for your input. Can I finish, man?
Huh?
Damn.
Huh?
Y'all, sometimes sound bites just happen, man, and I was on a roll, and I could have used what I was just saying to get on the sound bite, and you know what I'm saying?
My bad.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Oh.
I forgot where I was now. The WWE exposed themselves a lot. Oh God, man. The WWE exposed a lot. Jordan Grace is in the WWE. Her husband was announced to not have a contract with TNA right now. Yet he's not in the WWE. They want your woman. They don't want you. The WWE exposed a lot. So that's that. Thank you, Honor, for I'll put that little part on TikTok. Not the other rest of the stuff I was gonna say that I forgot what I was gonna say. You wanna go?
No, I'm good.
Oh, damn. Damn. Speaking of what the fuck with Trish Stratus, who's in the match for? Mike, you got it.
Robin?
Huh?
For what?
You ready to go? You got an opinion? You ready to roll?
Shit. Royal Rumble was just fucking dog shit. As usual. Because you got tag teams like Street Profits, you got Bianca Belair, great in the ring, great on the mic. But hey, we gotta have fucking Charlotte Flair. As usual, her being Ric Flair's daughter, with her Charlotte in the bank, cash in and get that Royal Rumble win. And we know what's going to happen. She's either going to beat Rhea Ripley or she's going to beat Tiffany Stratton, one of the two, at WrestleMania and get another world title. You got Jey Uso winning the Rumble, which I don't even know what the fuck that. I don't even know what was going through Triple H's head. I guess he's going to beat
He's
Gunther
listening to the
for the world
internet.
title.
He's listening to the internet. Who
Well, the white supremacists on the internet, but it's it's a
Didn't we
train
see
wreck.
this last year, bro? Triple H is quick to say he penciled in this and penciled in that. But this is exactly what happened last year. The fans booked the fucking show.
Yep.
Well, why is Jey Uso here? He don't even look.
white
It
folk
don't
been
even look
clamoring for
right.
Jey Uso for a minute now. So this is what white folk been asking for.
I take it he's going to finish the story.
American Negroes just ask for more color, and white folk just give us, Jey Uso. I mean, this is what it
They
is,
gave it.
and this is the Royal Rumble. Um, 2026 is gonna be even worse. Um, it's not gonna be. Oh, I forgot. Last Legend was in the women's Royal Rumble, right?
Yep.
Number
She was
nine.
in.
Number nine.
Jakara Jackson wasn't
Travis
in there.
Scott is.
Nope.
No, she
So they
wasn't.
trying to make a statement that they're trying to say that Last Legend is more superior than Jakara Jackson. So they're trying to pull that move. They trying to just pull that move. Like Montez Ford is superior than Angelo Dawkins, and both members of the New Day. The fact that Biggie was in the building, did multiple things and didn't even mention the New Day. What's up with that? That shows that you don't give a shit about this goddamn. They had two Saturday nights main event. They had a
And
debut on Netflix. They have the Royal Rumble. All of these big shows. And y'all don't want to address the New Day shit, but y'all want to keep having them getting booed week in and week out with no explanation. Triple H's. Gotta go. Triple H gotta go. He ass. Booking is ass.
Well, yeah, but at the end of the day, the people liked it. 70,000 people were excited to see Jey Uso. They did the yeets, and that's the problem. And
That's the problem.
you have
But
you
these
have
are
no
the
one else.
fans
70,000.
By the
These
way,
are
people.
70,000 casuals who've been waiting to say yeet for a year.
An
yeah,
outdated catchphrase.
They not watching it.
but
They
hey,
not watching
it's
it every
over.
week. So every week is every time they watch it, they expect to see yeet.
Yeah, they are so excited for it. I'm like, look, it's out of him. I'm like, but then here's another problem. Jey Uso's like in his late 30s or early 40s at this
All the
point,
people they pushing is
and
old. Kevin Owens is old.
Cena's old,
Yeah.
Cody's old, Roman's old, Seth Rollins old, Drew McIntyre's old, LA Knight's old, AJ's old. The only young person they had there was Logan Paul, and this, oh my gosh, it's getting back to the to the what's the era I talked about? The the part timers.
The part
It's the
time
part
era.
timer.
And
It's
Carmelo
the
Hayes and
young
shit.
people.
You know, that's what I say about people like Chris Jericho. And Chris Jericho shit is so blatant. You doing the exact same shit that you wrote a book about people like Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair about. You doing
Yep.
the exact
No
same
one can
shit.
unless we. But here's the thing. I think that was all
And they ain't
jealousy
putting
because
nobody
Hogan and
over.
Flair is well, Hogan and Flair, they are on that top level.
Who did Ric Flair
Higher
put
than
over?
Jericho.
I'm sorry, excuse me. Who did Chris Jericho
Sting.
put over?
Nah, I think he put over other people, but
Who did Chris Jericho
I
put
mean
over
he got
since he got in the AAW?
I would
Nobody.
say Sammy, but yeah.
Nobody.
But
Who the fuck
yeah,
is Sammy? He
nobody.
ain't doing shit.
I really don't. Yeah, but I'm
Then they
saying,
just deport
what
his bitch
you
ass.
did you say? Yeah, no, he's a worse. He's a Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
God, but can I
The
just
more
say one
Mexicans,
WWE,
the
thing?
more
CW all
Mexicans
over
that go to
again.
Mexico, ain't nothing gonna be more worse than motherfucking Mexico. My bad, you got it.
Well,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna say this though: the youth at WE it's disturbing because there's who is the young person right now? You're gonna say, okay, who are the casuals like right now? Who?
Jay Uso.
He's nope. He old.
You said hold on,
Who's the
repeat the
young
question.
guy?
Repeat the question.
Who is the young guys that the casuals like? Who
Oh,
is the young people?
Braun
shit.
Breaker.
Brown Breaker. Um, it could be Trick Williams if used correctly. Um, other
It
than
ain't
that,
Carmelo.
it's not Carmelo. No, he lost that sting. He's not him anymore.
He
Nope.
Um,
hasn't been him since he was on SmackDown. I think
no,
after Trick
since
Williams
he
beat
was
him,
drafted.
that
NXT.
was it.
Look. Since white folk told me, look, nigger, a nigger was drafted #1. Yeah, no, ever since that time, no.
Fuck him.
No, I don't. I can't think of any young talent in the WWE currently. Cody Rhodes is old.
Braun Breaker's the only one.
Yeah, I think it's Brown Breaker.
Well,
They
Jacob
in hell.
Yeah,
Fatu.
that old
How old is Jacob Fatu?
Jacob Fatu trying to be that grills
He's
and
about
he
33.
he
Well, they ain't
yeah
have an
33,
opportunity
and
to
he's
fuck up with him
cosplaying.
yet. He just got there a month ago.
He's
32 years old.
cosplaying as black. He's cosplaying as black, so he's
He'll be
looking at
33 next month.
in a year or two time, you where Jey Uso is. The more you cosplay as black, the more chance you get into you're gonna be in the main event, right?
Yeah.
What was the question?
I say as long as you cosplay as black, you get more shots, don't you?
Yeah, black
Don't
attracts.
you think?
The black attracts.
Yep.
And if you're not black, you get and you know how to play it right, you get extra points. Don't they call that brownie points?
Yep,
Yeah.
brownie points.
You get the points that could have been given to Negroes that did a greater job, but we willing to value our product to not have American Negroes be successful.
Oh, and by the way, why is Jey Uso win? But yeah, you didn't have. Why did he lose to Gunther a couple weeks ago? Like, what was it last
This was
Saturday?
last week.
If you,
Triple
yeah,
H
last Saturday.
cannot book, bro. That makes no
He's
sense.
he,
Hey,
he's
Bad.
redoing the
So
whole
let
Cody
me ask
Rhodes
a question.
story with Jey Uso.
Can I ask a question
And
real
look,
quick? So
look,
who did Cody?
Gunther didn't even show up. They didn't even mention this bitch.
So who does
Well,
Mid
he
Cody
was
card
Rhodes?
world
interviewed.
champion.
Who y'all think Cody Rhodes fight at WrestleMania?
He probably gonna fight Jey Uso. Jey Uso.
You think it's gonna be Gunther?
I mean, but then I would have Gunter lose. At this point, I'd rather have Gunter lose to John Cena. I have Goldberg saying he's getting a retirement match. I have Gunter lose to Goldberg in a minute and a half. I don't
Fuck
care.
yeah. Might as well at
Uh,
this point.
Hell, have him go out as a champion. Have Gold. I mean, at least that would be like, hey, you know what? At least to get eyes on the product, and Gunter could go to Evolve, so he can actually build himself. So I don't have to see his ass no more. Let him be king of the indie over there, the Evolve and shit.
Yeah. So yeah, it's not gonna be that many black talent at WrestleMania. I get a feeling.
Oh, that's gonna be European, and all the black folk is gonna be.
And they're gonna have Bianca doing
the WWE just don't know how bad it's about to get for them. Um, this is not gonna be the best WrestleMania build up. Um,
But they're going to make money.
well, the money is already made. Ain't WrestleMania sold out?
Yeah.
and I
Let me
think
check. Let me check.
and I'm sorry to say to you
Let
this,
me
Jay
check.
Cargill might be a bust. Jay Cargill may be a bust a year from now. I'm sorry to say,
We
she
done
might be
said
a
it
bust a
50
year.
times today that Jade Cargill is a bust, and she is
Yeah, we
done.
know. We've been knowing she's a bust.
She got deported.
Right.
They didn't even mention the bitch tonight. Do
Um,
Do they say, hey, Jay, coming from SmackDown, we hope you feel better? Like, do they say anything?
no. By the way, it's not sold out yet. It's a lot of blue stuff. There's a lot of stuff here because look, those ticket prices, man. The lowest price I'm looking at right now is $1,000.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in Vegas for sure.
Damn.
So so you
Oh,
think
and the most highest price. This is I'm looking at the highest price right now. The highest price for it is $4,000. No, scratch that. I think it's $6,000 for floor four. Mm, mm. It's gonna be the well-to-do people, and I see a lot of resales. They're selling that thing like I don't know if anyone's gonna buy them back. They're like a lot of resale tickets.
that shit may not even sell out because of the way the tickets are, the expensive ass shit.
It's just
Nobody gonna
cost
be
too
buying
damn
them.
much.
Yeah.
Too much money.
What's gonna end up happening is I could probably buy a ticket halfway through the show for like $100.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Or they're gonna put some tarp down there, put some CGI on, make it a blue screen and have like the wrestlers' intros on it.
But down there, it's always watch parties and a bar or something. I ain't got to go to the actual show. I'm gonna be at the Hall of Fame to make sure the Triple H don't walk across that stage.
Well, anyway, I gotta head out. Nice talking to y'all. I'll see y'all later.
Man, you like Tommy or something, man, to be just dipping in and out, you know.
My internet goes off and on sometimes, man. It was a weird night tonight.
All right, Duke, you take it easy. I'm about to get ready to wrap it up in a minute anyway.
All right.
All right. Um, technically, This was one of the worst Royal Rumble matches of all time. Shows of all time. No star power. If this is Triple H's star power, Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins, and John Cena, no, that's pretty fucking sad. Like Duke made a great point. There is no young talent um, that casuals could get into. I don't think there's any young talent that older people could get into, right?
Nope. And it's been this problem for over a decade.
Yeah. So I don't think it's just Vince McMahon. I think it's just we've seen everything in wrestling, and there's nothing that you could really do to maintain people interest for 52 weeks of the year. It's just nothing that you can do. You know what I'm saying? Anybody got any final thoughts before we head up?
You gotta change a lot of the writers.
Well,
Get some
the
new writers
question
in with
is
some
though,
fresh
Mike. Though
ideas.
the question is, who are the writers?
Gotta get young writers, whether it be I would prefer FBA writers, personally.
No, I'm asking you. Do you know? Do anybody know who Triple H's writing staff is? Are the WWE
Nope.
still using Hollywood writers?
I don't know who the writing staff is.
Michael Hayes, Bruce Pritchard.
They're using some Emmy award winning and nominated writers, and also they're using comedians. I don't know why,
Okay, they
but
always did that. That's the Hollywood writers. How you know this?
yeah.
What's the source?
Well, yesterday I googled how many black writers was ever on there. It was like five.
I know
Honorable
Patrice
mention
O'Neal was
was
on there for a
Patrice
second.
O'Neal.
Dia Vidal was on
Yeah.
there.
Hmm.
They had a couple that's no names to me right now. You know what I'm saying? But they was probably, but the WWE always, Freddie Prinze used to be a fucking writer. The
Yep.
WWE always had comedians, and that's what they mean by Hollywood writers, because those people actually go around and write scripts for shows and shit. You know what I'm saying? The WWE is a professional business, and I get why they got writers. They got writers because you going on live TV, you could get sued and all types of shit. If a person go off and say certain shit, you know what I'm saying? Or they fly off the helmet, especially when you on live TV, you can't do no do-overs or nothing. So they make them actors. They give them scripts, especially if they got a story, a particular story that they trying to tell. When you do your own promos and shit, you telling your own story, and you can't do that on live TV. You know what I'm saying? Vince McMahon run the show. This is shit. And so that's why he got the writers to keep everything story wise. You know what I'm saying? He got specific terminology on how he said. I was listening to JBL shit about the announcers and shit the other day. They got specific terminologies for this reason, and you talking to a broader audience. You know what I'm saying? Everybody not dumb like you. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not saying you, I'm talking about white folk. But yeah, because white folk be the most sensitive about the most sensitive shit in wrestling. That's the most irritating shit. Y'all sitting up here bitching at me about me talking about American Negroes and advocating for a greater success for American Negroes in professional wrestling, but y'all bitch because fucking Tony Storm is this, or somebody here is that, or somebody's called somebody a faggot, or this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, y'all could sit up here and call Vince McMahon everything up under the book. You could call him racist, you could call him sexist, you could call him a sex addict, you could call him this, that, and the other. But y'all would never admit that Vince McMahon is a white supremacist. Y'all would never admit that Vince McMahon is a white supremacist. While Sean Combs is sitting in jail, y'all still can't sit up here and tell me why Sean Combs is sitting in jail exactly. But y'all got all these specific details about Vince McMahon. And the fact that he not sitting in jail for shit, he's not even getting charged. That lets you know that white supremacy exists right there, and y'all still won't fucking admit it. White folk will
They're
never.
playing both sides of the argument. White
for their
supremacists
comfort
love
though.
to play
For their
both sides
comfort.
of the
The
argument.
only thing that white folk hate Vince McMahon for is the fact that he was turned ass at creative at an old age. That's the only reason why white folk hate Vince McMahon and going so hard at him.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll point that out. They'll never admit that it's white supremacy because they're playing both sides of the argument. And that is what a white supremacist always does. They play both sides of the argument.
Well, that's what I'll say about a Democrat and Republican. Whites, they go hand in hand. Hey, sometimes you need the country to
Yeah.
be this way. Sometimes you need the country to be that way. Just for it to be like this. You know what I'm saying? And that's
It
why
ain't
they
just
will forever point fingers and forever point fingers. But how in the hell can you tell the difference between a white that's a Republican or a Democrat? Y'all keep saying Dems and Republicans and all this other different shit when y'all all the same fucking people. You know, y'all got
the only
one thing
difference
in
is the
common.
message.
Y'all hatred for American Negroes is the first thing y'all got in common.
Republicans are more open with their hatred for FBA, whereas Democrats, they try to pretend. They go more the passive aggressive route and they try to pretend it's like, oh, we're not like the Republicans, but aggressively you undermine us and you're allowing
But you know,
more and more
once we
illegal immigrants.
remember the fact that once I believe that 100% of us remember and realize the fact that the whites are the most deceitful people in the world. And all of their kind little cute little pretty words and them being on their knees and all their children were set on fire. So have a little sympathy for them because they had a fucked up life too and all this other different shit. That shit should go from one ear and out the other. Like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Have a hurt. Oh, ooh, you lost your child. You know, throw a little dollar or something and move on. You ain't got to be checking up on them all the goddamn time. Because once they strengthen themselves, they going to take your ass down. Or act like you never existed.
Business as usual.
And that's what white folk are. They're business. White folk will sell their daughter, just to keep the bills paid. It's either that or they going to jump out the window if the bill's not paid. Vince McMahon's daughter had to lay on her back to get a business deal. Maybe a sponsor with Sprite. You know, his wife had to lay on her back. Vince McMahon, Linda McMahon cannot divorce her husband to maintain her political spot right now. You know that?
Yep.
Business as usual. Linda McMahon cannot divorce Vince McMahon to maintain her political spot. Linda McMahon is not doing what she's doing for her. She's not doing it for Vince. And Vince is not doing this stuff for him either. They're doing it for their grandchildren and their great grandchildren and their great great grandchildren. And they got the opportunity, even through their nastiness. So again, is Vince McMahon and the McMahon family white supremacists? Don't tell me it doesn't
Yeah.
exist. If it didn't, Vince McMahon would have been thrown under the jail 10 years ago. So, anybody got anything else?
We covered everything.
I
This
know
shit
everybody
sucked.
tired and shit and
We
want to
good.
get silent, and you know, we could cut through all that shit right now. I got shit to do anyway. Everybody good?
This was the worst Royal Rumble of all time.
You know, I think that's what I was gonna say before I got distracted. Um, I think it was. Let me think. '09. I'm just picking out random shit. I don't remember what happened in '09. Um, '11. Um, 1997 was pretty bad. Uh, 93, 94, and 93 was bad. The ones with Bret Hart, them was bad. So I don't want to go back and watch those. But are you familiar with those two Royal Rumbles? Owner,
Was this better than them?
if you remember them, if you seen them,
No.
okay, all right, cool. So let's just say right now in modern times, yeah, it was horrible. Modern times, especially for it to have that little star power. Remember how the intense that promo was that opened up Raw the other day, um, with Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre and shit. Like in real life, don't nobody want to see that shit. I don't give a fuck about what y'all talking about. So now who is Punk gonna wrestle at WrestleMania? Is he gonna wrestle Drew McIntyre again? Is he gonna wrestle Seth Rollins? Like, so we gonna see John Cena versus CM Punk? You know, anything that y'all care about?
Nope.
Not at all. No.
Let me guess. Y'all want to
I
see
will not
Chad?
be watching
Chad. Let me guess.
Raw.
Y'all want to see motherfucking. Y'all want to see Chad Gable versus motherfucking versus Frankie Kazarian, right? It's the TNA crossover you never thought you'd ever see.
Frankie, because where's Scorpio Sky?
Hey man, where the fuck is? Where's Scorpio Sky? Calling everybody. Everybody that's listening right now. If you know where Scorpio Sky is, leave a message in the comments section, please. Please. I just want to know if he alive.
Damn.
Um, yeah, 2002 was pretty bad. The one Triple H won.
Yeah, that was bogus.
I watched that. Um, Chad, you remember the Scramble, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I watched it that way. See, wrestling fans, y'all don't know. If you ain't had no money to watch, the pay per view and shit, we was just gonna find a way.
Had that black cable box with the red numbers on it.
You completely missed what I said. Um, I know that's old school. Um, yeah, this is the worst. 2006 was 2006 bad. That's when I started getting behind Mark Henry. Like, damn, for some reason, I feel like he should be world champion. I was seriously thinking like that time, and it still took a couple of years for him to do it.
5 years.
Huh. Um, and then all the other WrestleManias after that, all the other Royal Rumbles after that, I don't remember. So yeah, owner, this is the worst WrestleMania of all time. Royal Rumble of all time. Jay Uso was a bad choice. They only had two undermatch cards, right? For clarity, right?
Yep.
Uh, see.
Because it was the tag team match and the world championship match.
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, none of the women's title match. 6 women's titles. None of them defended, right?
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Nasty work.
Remember
Yeah,
them
this
days
was
they used to have
trash.
to remember them days they used to have title matches, then they used to have WWF title matches.
Yeah.
You know, they
Yeah.
didn't have women's titles shit back in the day. But that's the shit I was talking about, lost value. Um, what they did the women's revolution, they did that women's revolution just to end up to have 6 women's titles today, and not one of them could be defended at a pay per view as prestige as the Royal Rumble. Good shit, Triple H. Is that it, everybody?
That's about it.
Cool.
That's it.
All right. Well, this Royal Rumble is ass. Next week, first of all, I want to say I'm alive. Uh, Packer Tom Rod was blowing hot air. Um, I am not going to be available next week. However, Deportation 2025 Foundational Bearded American and the owner of a stolen gun is going to take over wrestling with racism. Like I told y'all privately, and I'm gonna tell y'all publicly, wrestling with racism is my baby. I raised this motherfucker. You better hold the integrity and the standards of wrestling with racism with pride, or else. But they will be hosting Wrestling with Racism next week. I don't know what they're going to talk about. I do care because this is my baby, but I'm going to be out in the sunset somewhere. And I trust that these fellas are going to uphold to those standards because at the end of the day, these brothers are wrestling with racism. As you can hear tonight, they understand that this system is a deadly system. Like, blackness was really erased tonight. And although the Royal Rumble ended with hip hop music, there wasn't an American Negro standing. So I'm pretty sure they're going to discuss some form of delineation next week. But I do appreciate everyone checking out the Royal Rumble um, review that we did. Um, and I know you all look forward to hearing these brothers next week. In the meantime, take care of yourselves as an individual and take care of one another as family, as our ancestor, Frankie Beverly, stated plainly. We are one. And that's the way it is. Happy Black History Month. Be safe.